Hi all, welcome to my office again. Here I am on July 21st, coming at you. 6 minutes with Swain. Although I gotta warn you, this one may be more like 12 minutes with Swain, just because I want to spend some time talking a little bit about our reopening plans and give parents and our community a first look at those preliminary plans. I stress that they're preliminary. These are continuing to develop and adapt simply because it takes a lot of work in flexing and rolling with the punches, if you will, to understand what it's going to be like come August or in maybe September when we open our schools up. And so I really want to spend just a little bit of time talking through that. We'll have other opportunities to learn and understand from more people than just me, because I'm just one of the great team that makes this all come together. We've been working hard on a reopening plan, and we have two things at key here. It's kind of like we're in an arranged marriage, and we want education and wellness to be the best partners possible and be completely compatible, which they normally are. But wellness needs us to look at some things that we've never really had to look at before. And education, of course, wants us to have all kids all the time all together. And so those two things, they're not playing nice right now. And so yet we're trying to make this relationship work. And so we've taken all of those best opportunities, collaborated at length with our Russell County health officials to try to understand and do the right thing. So pre-K through 5 at Simpsons Elementary School and Bickerdike Elementary School, our leaders have come together and found a way that we can have all students K through 5, pre-K through 5, at school from 8 o'clock in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon, and allow them to be in classrooms of 8 to 10 students and staff and be safe. And we rely on social distancing in that. There's going to be a focus on core activities. We are working to create a little more space to get that done. But that is our first best effort preliminarily to try to do all that is right in a wellness component and an education component. We also know that those kiddos pre-K through 5 are really the best place where we can build skills, and we want to give that educational opportunity to do so. And so that is a basic for that plan. There's also a remote learning plan that parents can choose from. And so this gives students a chance to be connected to the in-classroom version of any of those grade levels, pre-K through 5, we will check in daily. We will ask students and parents to verify the time they spend in courses and in class. We will be utilizing one of two opportunities to connect to the classroom on a daily basis: Seesaw, which is going to be used pre-K through 2, and then also Google Classroom, which all teachers and students will be using 3rd grade through 12th grade. These are excellent opportunities to stay connected, and the remote learning environment is designed so that students may be a part of that and re-enter the classroom when that opportunity for wellness and education allows. Now, 6 through 12 at the secondary schools, Rupenthal Middle School as well as Russell High School, they'll be utilizing a hybrid model of education. All students will be in session for 3.5 hours daily. They'll either be in an AM session, which is 8 to 11:30 each day, Monday through Friday, or they'll be in the 12 o'clock noon to 3:30 p.m. session. Those sessions will also be partnered with and relies on students documenting time spent at home in some independent remote learning opportunities with the classroom. Again, the classroom meets every day. The students and staff are in that relationship for education. It allows for us to rely on having the student population and being able to spread out a little bit more. One of the reasons that we had to really feel like we had to allow for this model to be more prevalent at the Russell High School level in particular is because we have an absolute need to keep the transcript intact. We have students in the secondary levels, 6 through 12, who have big dreams and plans and opportunities to spend beyond their high school years. And in order for us to really give them that best chance, we felt like the credit and transcript component needed to be a major piece of our consideration. Now, there's lots of other details in these plans. We will give them to everyone as soon as we finalize them, but we also know that enrollment opens on July 22nd. That's Wednesday. And we have some questions on there. We are asking parents to identify whether or not your students are coming to campus, given the ways that we're going to offer education, or will you be signing up for a remote learning option. The remote learning option is a semester choice. And so although enrollment opens on July 22nd, you don't have to make that decision on July 22nd. You can also go back and change your decision. We will, as this plan adapts, obviously, you may decide that remote learning is not the best option, even though you marked it whenever you filled out enrollment, or that you may decide that it is. We will ask that those decisions are final at some point on July 24th. I'm going to say that needs to be done by August 7th or so. But depending on the things that change us, we'll talk about the executive orders here in a second too, but depending on the things that change us and adapt that plan, we'll set that date in accordance to give families time to consider. But you can think about those things right now. What are the lines in the sand that say, hey, I'm absolutely sending my student to school? Or what are the lines in the sand that says, I'm too nervous about this. I don't want to risk this. Think about what those things are. We've been doing the same thing here, given the way we design our plans for kids and for families to be a part of school. Now, there are a couple of things that came our way yesterday on July 20th. Executive Order 2058 from the governor's office is the one that talks about not starting school until until at least after Labor Day. Labor Day is on September 7th. So the earliest we could start school might be September 8th. To be honest with you, we can handle that. At USD 407, we don't start on our normal calendar until August 26th. We can manage those things from an educational perspective. We recognize fully, however, that our families may be displaced or disheartened or stressed about that, and we're sorry, but we need to recognize and honor those orders, however it looks. It is true that the State Board of Education that meets in Topeka later this week, I believe on July 22nd, they're having a special meeting. It is true that the State Board of Education can choose not to support that executive order to start school after Labor Day. And if that's the case, then we'll begin school based on our normal calendar. We'll be putting some press releases and things like that out so that everybody understands that. The other executive order that was issued on the 20th of July from our governor's office is Executive Order 2059. That is an executive order that mandates some health and wellness prerogatives or implementations, designs that we really don't have a say in. One of those things is temperature checks. It is absolute that every student and staff member, when they show up to school on site or get on the bus this fall, will be issued a temperature check. And so any student who is found to have, or staff member, sorry, any student or staff member that is found to have a temperature of 100.4 or above will be asked to head back home and put themselves in a safer environment for wellness than to be around everyone else. The other thing that Executive Order 2059 issues is that all students and staff or service providers in our schools on a daily basis around other folks, even in social distancing, will wear a mask. And so we will abide by that order also at this time. Trust me, there are things, pre-K through 5 in particular, there are moments where I believe, and I know that our leaders and our teachers believe, that it is in the best interest of students learning that we don't wear masks. But again, we're in that marriage of wellness too. And it may be that the partner in this marriage of wellness overrides and gets to make this decision for us that says we're going to wear masks, even though we know it's not great for education. But we'll deal with that. That's part of being in a relationship, is understanding the compromises and not liking some things that the other partner does or issues upon us. And so right now, that's where we're at on July 22nd, is the ability to wear masks, to do so with pride, to do so the best we know how. Will that change? I don't know. But wherever we can do the right thing for both sets, for both education and for wellness in this relationship that we're in with the two of them, we're going to balance both of those needs. And so another couple of things, we're going to host on Thursday, July 23rd at 7 p.m. All of the leaders, the building leaders, will describe each of these plans for everyone. We'll do that on Facebook Live. We'll post that link. Actually, it'll be on our YouTube channel. We will post that link. It's really an informational session more than an interactive Q&A. Our hope is that we can explain it from each perspective of each front door as well as activities, and let people know this is exactly what our plan is and how it might look every day, so that you can know more about it than what I've told you here. And then you can reach out to principals on an individual basis, or you can reach out to any of us as leaders in school here at USD 407 and ask some more specific questions, just to make those decisions the best you feel like you can. We'll be ready. I have no doubt, and I have seen more beautiful courage, creativity, understanding, and fight in us as a staff and as parents and as kids than ever before in my career. I'm blessed to start my 25th career in education this fall, 25th year in education this fall as a teacher, a principal, and now a superintendent. And this year is unlike any other, but I'm pretty sure I said that every year because kids are beautiful, and so are parents, and so is community. And so we'll be ready. We'll give you as much information as quickly and as clearly as we can as life moves on in this interesting, very weird time. So please stay tuned. Know that we'll come at you as best we can. Thursday at 7:00 p.m. on our YouTube channel. We'll do a conversation, a presentation of a little bit more specifics, although each building will be designing new and awesome things as teachers can get a hold of it and have those things ready. Remember that the plans will probably adapt and change, so what we tell you today may adapt a little bit, but we believe the foundations will stay the same. That's why we're getting those out to you. Please don't hesitate to contact your building. Please don't hesitate to contact the district office. We are here to serve you in a leadership capacity. When you see a teacher out there today, or when you see a kid out there today, don't be afraid to say, hey, how's it going? We're praying for you because we know this is stressful, and you can believe that we're doing the same for you as parents. It's a great day to be a Bronco. Get out there and have an awesome day today. Congratulations to all the 4-H kiddos who are showing their animals and being proud of those things. And don't forget, there's a premium auction coming up for those kids and the great work that they do in learning through 4-H as well this week. So have a great day. We'll talk to you guys later.